Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about something that might sound technical, but it's actually a huge deal for anyone who cares about computer security and wants a beautiful desktop experience. kde-plasma 6.4.2 has just landed on OpenBSD, and this is like watching two worlds collide in the best possible way. Welcome to this special edition of Ataria News Channel. Let me explain what this means for you, whether you're a complete beginner or someone who's been curious about alternatives to Windows and Mac. First, let's talk about OpenBSD. Think of your operating system like the foundation of your house. It's what everything else sits on top of. Most people use Windows or Mac OS, but OpenBSD is like having a digital fortress as your foundation. OpenBSD has been around since 1996 and it's famous for one thing above all: security. The OpenBSD team has an incredible track record. They have had only two major security holes in their default installation in decades. That's like having a bank that's been robbed only twice in 30 years. And here's the open thing: OpenBSD was traditionally used by servers and security experts, not regular desktop users. And this is because it looked and felt pretty basic. Imagine having the most secure car in the world, but it only had a radio from the 1980s and manual windows. It worked, but it wasn't exactly user friendly. Now let's talk about KDE Plasma. This is what we call a desktop environment. I mean, basically, it's everything you see and interact with on your computer screen. Your wallpaper, your taskbar, your windows, your menus, all of that is handled by your desktop environment. KDE Plasma is like having a luxury car interior. It's beautiful, modern, customizable, and packed with features. It's what makes Linux computers look and feel just as good as, or even better than, Windows and Mac computers. Version 6.4.2 is the latest and greatest, with features like SDR support, that's high dynamic range, which makes your videos and photos look incredibly vibrant and lifelike. Think of the difference between watching a movie on an old TV versus a brand new 4K HDR TV. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting. As a developer named Rafal Sadowski, who has been working on this project for years, and I mean years, he's been working largely alone to bring KDE to OpenBSD. Imagine trying to build a bridge between two different countries, but you're doing it mostly by yourself, in your spare time, and both countries speak different languages. That's essentially what Rafael has been doing. He started his work so long ago that he doesn't even remember exactly where he began. We're talking about years of dedicated effort, not just a few months. He's been taking the ultra secure foundation of OpenBSD and carefully, painstakingly, he's been adding all the components needed to make KDE Plasma work perfectly on top of it. This isn't just about copying and pasting code, it's about making sure that everything works together seamlessly while maintaining OpenBSD's legendary security standards. It's like installing a state of the art sound system in an armored car without compromising the armor. Now, what does this mean for you? So, why should you care about this? Well, up until now, if you wanted maximum security, you had to sacrifice user experience. And if you wanted a beautiful modern desktop, you had to compromise on security. This changes everything. Now you can have both. For regular users, this means you now have another option when choosing an operating system. You can now have a desktop that looks and works like what you are used to, security that's better than anything else available, an operating system that respects your privacy, a completely free alternative to Windows and Mac. For people who work with sensitive information, whether that's business data, personal files, or anything else you want to keep private, this is huge. You no longer have to choose between security and usability. Think about it this way: OpenBSD with KDE Plasma is like having a luxury car that's also a tank. You get the comfort and features you want, but you also get protection that's second to none. The timing is perfect too. With increasing concern about privacy, data security, and corporate surveillance, more people are looking for alternatives to the big tech companies. This gives you a viable option that doesn't require you to become a computer expert. This might seem like a small technical update, but it's actually a milestone that's been years in the making. It represents the dedication of developers like Rafael Sadowski, who work tirelessly to give users better options. Whether you're someone who's completely new to alternative operating systems or someone who's been waiting for the right moment to try OpenBSD, This update makes it more accessible than ever before. The future of computing doesn't have to be a choice between security and usability. Now you can have both. And for all the newcomers who want to know more about it, well, you will have to, start by installing it first. And I have placed a step to step guide on how to install in the description box. Thanks for watching. I hope you will subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever, and hit that bell icon. And like always, I'll see you again.